Hey guys, this is Benji with Team Legacy Invaders, and I'm here with the Duel King. Say hey, Duel King.
Yo,
All right, we're here to commentate a duel between Madman, who did the first commentary for this series, which is great, and I actually had trouble finding another Amino opponent, so I actually put Madman up against my brother, Jordan MG06, or as I call him, JO. All right, so we got Madman versus JO. You ready for this?
yup,
All right.
let's do this.
All right, so Madman is actually playing a build that he actually just posted about on his Amino. So he's actually playing Phantom Knight Nekroz.
The fuck? The most
Exactly what I
randomest.
said. Truth is, I actually didn't see any Nekroz. I don't think any of the Nekroz get played, but there are Nekroz in this deck. He's actually using three Colossalus and two, I think it's Kaleidoscope, the one that uses the tribute from the extra deck.
What the hell?
I
Man, this
think he's trying to
game.
mill the Colossalus and then draw into the ritual spell and then use it to summon like two Colossalus. That way you can overlay for like a Dante or something. I really don't know, but it looked really cool. And as you might have noticed, there's a Cyber Dragon core in the graveyard and another one on the field. So my brother, who is the best duelist I know, is actually playing Cyber Dragon Kaiju Cosmos.
Man, what with these random deck combination? What the hell?
My brother and I make the most creative things we can. You've seen what I play.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
super.
So he tries to Fog Blade the core, and a Twin Twister gets chained, which is actually going to negate the effect of Fog Blade because it's continuous and needs to stay on the field.
Ooh, Solemn Warning was on the graveyard too. That not gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah. And because that other core is in the graveyard, he can actually use this repair plant right now. I don't know what he's searching though. But he also discarded a Kaiju Slumber, so he could actually search a Kaiju.
Ooh, this is not looking well for Madman.
Oh no, not at all. He searches Jiskuru, the star-destroying Kaiju. Well, if he gives him that, he's giving him a much bigger monster.
Duality.
Pot of Desires.
Oh, not duality.
Yeah. Oh, but Madman's got the Max C. Will my brother take the challenge? I have no idea. So
Mm, no, he does not take the challenge.
probably not, because he wouldn't set before doing the rest of his plays, because that's like one of the key things we talk about when we talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Theory. And one thing you should never do is set your trap cards before you're going to make all your plays, because you just put them out there to get destroyed. So unless you're baiting someone, there's no reason to do that. So I guess he just passes on your
Huh.
challenge.
True. So that means Madman just wasted a maxi.
Yeah, but he is playing one of the least bricky decks there is. Phantom Knights don't really brick. Well, at least BAs
True.
don't brick, but his monster is strong enough to attack over a Cyber Dragon core.
I wouldn't be surprised if your brother has another cyber repair plan in his hand. I mean, for all we know, that could be on the field.
That could be. He is playing a 60 card deck. It's something we've been testing a lot lately. It's just getting away with these 60 card decks, and part of it is by playing triple Pot of Desires.
Hmm. I, man, those Potter Desire are like 120 bucks. I don't even think they're worth buying a whole playset.
I only own one, but I want two more, but I don't think I can get myself to pay for it. And now Kozmo Town out of nowhere, so I'm sure Madman was confused. Because,
Cosmo Town.
yeah, this is Cyber Dragon Kaiju Cosmos. And he's going to shuffle back Strawman to draw a card. Now, I was actually in the room with my brother when we were playing this game, so he was telling me what was going on, and I was like making suggestions. So I was sort of playing against Madman here, but I don't really remember uh, what happened because it was a couple days ago. And we got a second Jizkuru. So he's got two Jizkurus in hand. He drew a card off of Cosmo Town, so no idea what he's holding. Max C again. That might have been a little too preemptive because I don't think there's a monster other than a kaiju that he's likely to put down that would be an inherent summon. So all the other summons that he would do would trigger an effect, so he could actually just chain the Max C to an effect.
A tin can? What the hell?
Well, once you put down Kozmo Town, Tin Can's not that weird.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Cosmos, with how they work. I'm just familiar with like the basic combos.
Yeah, so he searched the card. I believe it's his Dark Destroyer, or it might have been a Forerunner. From the spectator's perspective, they don't show us the three cards that he searches off of Tin Can. If memory serves, I think he told me the Dark Destroyer is banished face down from Pot of Desires. So I think he has a Forerunner. So Forerunner and two Jizkuru.
Alright, let's see what happens.
So Ancient Cloak goes to attack Tin Can, and Tin Can tags out. I guess we'll see. I guess it was a Forerunner. So I think Dark Destroyer is actually banished in the face down pile of banished cards.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, if you didn't search out Dark Destroyer, I guess it's banished.
Yeah. Okay, he intentionally crashes Ancient Cloak into Forerunner. I'm very curious as to why. I guess he can start banishing his Ancient Cloak to run through the Phantom Knight cycle. Ooh,
Oh, Speedroid Teratop.
I
Now he's
guess
gonna
he
look for.
I guess he wanted to get a special summon out of this. But the only reason to do that still feels like he must have a normal summon in hand. Otherwise he could have just used his normal on the Teratop.
Hmm. Well, here comes Dante.
Most likely. I mean, it's possible he gets a Break Sword, but I don't know what he would be doing with it.
Hmm. Still curious on what that face down is.
Yeah, it's probably a Cosmojo or a Call the Haunted or something like that. And yeah, you were right, Dante is the card. If I
Now he's
remember,
gonna
this
go
is
to
actually
sleep.
one of the longer recordings, because this is actually a really back and forth game.
Really, it doesn't seem back and forth so far.
Oh no, no, but I think game two is one of the more exciting ones, and game three also was pretty exciting. This one, there are a couple of games where both decks are shining kind of independently. I think the Cosmo deck shines a little better, and this one does some cooler shit. Excuse my language. I think YouTube is starting to crack down on cussing in videos. It
Why? This
was,
is so stupid.
uh, like here it's in their guidelines, and people are starting to like call out complaints on there.
Oh
So we
wow,
got
they're not
Dante
even.
banished. Prior to it milling any cards, Forerunner's gonna be banished by its effect and summon some sort of Cosmo monster.
Oh, Dark Lady.
Dark Lady is an excellent monster to deal with Phantom Knights, because most of what they're doing are monsters. Except for, I guess, the trap cards.
Base can't do anything. Now your brother can take control of this duel and possibly end it if he plays his cards right.
Depends what he has. He is holding two Star Destroyer Kaijus, which doesn't really do much.
Alright, here comes Cosmo Town. Now he's gonna search.
He's going to recover the Forerunner for 700 life points.
Ah. Well, I wouldn't know that because I'm not familiar with the whole Cosmo archetype.
It's got two effects, Cosmo Town. He can pick up any banished Cosmo monster by paying 100 life points times its level. Actually, it has three effects. Its second effect is he can shuffle any Cosmo card from any Cosmo monster from his hand into his deck and draw a new card once per turn. And I think its third effect is if it's destroyed while it's face up on the field, he can search his deck for any Cosmo card at all.
Ah.
So he's got the 1E Telly and the 60 card deck, of course. gets Farm Girl, so that's probably it. Farm Girl can search any Cosmo monsters, so you can just go ahead and search for something that's more useful.
Oh, he banished the fog blade. Okay.
Yeah, so the Fog Blade's playing some defense. So
Man, these
Madman was actually gonna participate in another duel because I wanted him to play somebody who wasn't my brother, but since we're recording this right now, he can't do that right now.
it's fine. Oh, another forerunner. I have four of those. I need to sell them.
Forerunner?
Yup.
I don't think Forerunner's worth anything really. Are they gold rare?
Uh, I think no. One of them gold rare. The rest are from the booster pack. Not really sure.
Well, then they're just rares, so they're not of much value. So,
I'd rather have cards that are not useful to me out of my binder.
okay. So he sets and passes, so this is not looking to be in favor of Madman at the moment.
Oh.
And then he gives him a Radiant over a Ghost Ogre. And the Radiant's actually in there for this very specific situation, where he has Forerunner on the field. So he gave him a 2800 attack power Kaiju. And that's specifically so he can attack into it with the Forerunner and crash it.
Well, that makes sense. And I think this might be game.
Yeah, it's definitely game. We were talking when he was playing this game. I said, you should do that. It would be cooler for the video. So he went out of his way to do some cool stuff. And by destroying Cosmo Town, he gets to search another Cosmo card, so he can tag out his Dark Lady or his Farm Girl for another monster.
Yee. And that's his game.
Yeah, it was definitely game there. Alright, now I took a minute to side deck. I don't quite know how long they took. I do know my brother specifically said he thinks he sided out a straw man, and I think that was relevant, but I'm not sure if that was in game 2 or in game 3.
All right. Well, I'm not really sure what how either decks work. I just know how rogue decks work. Not really familiar with
With the
the
meta?
meta.
That's okay. These are like half meta decks. I mean, it's the Cosmo engine is the meta engine of JO's deck, and the Phantom Knight engine is the meta engine of Madman's deck. But they're both playing some goofy stuff in there, so like Kaiju's and Nekroz. I just really wish the Nekroz would come up in this game, because then it would
True.
just
True.
yeah, it would have definitely had a nice moment where we're like, where did that ritual spell come from? All right, so Madman opts to go first.
I thinking summon the cloak.
I've never seen anyone activate the effect of Cloak. I feel like it never happens. I mean, it's a nice simple effect. Just put it in defense and gain 800 attack and defense.
True. Wonder what that face down is though.
It could be a Fog Blade. I think we saw Solemn Warning last game, so it
Oh yeah.
could be a lot of those things. All right, we're in the end phase, so Tin Can can pay 500 life points to search for a card. So he does that.
I want to guess Forerunner, Dark Destroyer, and I have no idea what the red chip is called.
The red ship is the Slip Rider. It's the one that it's an MST, destroys any spell or trap card on the field.
Ah. Well, I see a landmarker in the graveyard, so I'm not sure. Oh, there you go. Starship was in the graveyard too. And he played the kaiju. Okay. I don't know where he's going with this, but we'll see.
Oh, yeah, that is interesting. Madman actually gives Jo a kaiju when Jo is actually playing kaijus. But it did get rid
The
of the
tin.
tin can, and the tin can could have tagged out to summon a larger Cosmos ship, so this might be a good play.
Well, it cost him. Well, Madman no longer has Red Jackie or Twin Twister, so that might come back and bite him in the future. Who knows?
It's definitely possible. It's definitely a possibility. All right, so Dante is attacking into Gamma Seal. Now, an interesting idea for if you're playing against an actual kaiju deck, like someone who actually plays Waterfront and builds counters, is siding in your own kaijus to just summon when your opponent has their kaiju out. I don't know if that
Oh
makes
yeah,
sense. So let's say
it
your
makes
opponent,
sense.
yeah, let's say your opponent puts down their own Gamma Seal and a Waterfront. Then you can just special a Gamma Seal from your side deck into the onto the field. And because you can use the counters from anywhere on the field, you can actually negate their stuff with their counters.
Hmm.
Alright, so he banishes Silent Boots to search for Fogblade.
And I'm guessing Fogblade is the one being set.
Most likely, yeah.
And now he's gone.
Yeah, Twin Twister is definitely the best card in the formats.
Phantom Knight Wing.
Yeah, it gives a monster 500 attack points, and I think it prevents it from being destroyed once.
Lair
Uh,
of Darkness at 3. Oof.
yeah, that's the
What
other
do you think
reason we
about
get a
Lair?
that's the other reason we get away with these 60 card decks now, because we play Allure of Darkness at 3 in them.
Surprisingly, 3 Allure of Darkness brought back Blackwing from the dead. Because
Yeah,
now they're able to search more.
they can definitely pick and choose the hands they need a bit more carefully. So he banished the Dark Lady off of the Allure of Darkness, played Kozmo Town, and normal summoned Strawman. Strawman can revive the banished Dark Lady, but it would be destroyed during the end phase. But he opts just to banish Strawman to summon a card from his hand.
Alright, let's see what happens.
Dark
Go
Destroyers.
me, Dark Destroyer. And I was right, Dark Destroyer is here.
Alright. Now, because it's more of a Phantom Knight deck, there isn't anything for Dante to actually add back to his hand.
True. It is not looking well for Mad.
Yeah, definitely not looking too good. But fortunately now with Dark Destroyer at 1, you don't have to worry about all your monsters getting killed all the time. Ooh, and a Ghost Ogre on a Cosmo Town, which is kind of an awkward play. It will prevent him from adding the banished card from his banish zone to his hand, but it will allow him to search for any other Cosmo card.
Oh. So he discarded the Ghost Org to destroy Cosmo Town. But I think that won't matter either way.
Yeah, destroying a Cosmo Town usually just results in another Cosmo Town being searched. Uh, and Dual King, if you could just call the next play, because I think our videos got a little unsynced.
It's fine. He sets a card face down, possibly Cosmo Joe. Man has two cards. Oh, he Kaiju the Dark Destroyer. Now he doesn't have to deal with it.
Yeah, that is one way to get rid of it. That also makes the set um, Cosmojo a dead card.
Now he banished the Fog Blade and the Phantom Wing.
To summon 2 Ancient Cloaks.
Yeah, two Ancient Cloak. So here comes Dante or Breaksword. Oh no, Livier.
Olivier is another um, big card in this deck, allowing you to reuse the banished Phantom Knights. And he gets back Boots. And Boots is the best one, so you kind of want to be able to get your Boots recycled.
And here comes Dante, possibly.
Olivier is a wind monster, so he's able to special summon that Tatekumborg.
Oh, wrong. What the hell? I have no clue what that is.
Grampulse, it's a super quantum card. By overlaying 2 level 3s, you get like an MST monster. So I was able to get rid of Cosmojo.
Ah.
Although,
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Super Quantums either.
yeah, they're really broken.
Oh.
We got number
Tophet
F0.
Future.
Yeah. Which is
Tophet
always a
Future.
pain, which is really the pain card for the Cosmo matchup against Burning Abyss and Phantom Knights, because it can't be destroyed really, and it just keeps stealing the big monsters on the side of the field of the Cosmo player. So Jo here is going to get beat down by this Gamma Seal. And it doesn't actually require you that you detach to actually steal a monster.
And he banished another Phantom Knight for Fog Blade. Hmm.
This is the kind of situation where Cosmojo is like the only card that's useful to a Cosmo player. So by getting rid of that Cosmojo and that Dark Destroyer, really, really set Jo back.
Alright, let's see what your brother can do.
I don't know, I feel like that was like a game-ending situation there, losing his Dark Destroyer for nothing, no replacement monster, and losing Cosmojo kind of makes it kind of difficult to get over that F-Zero. So F-Zero is just going to run all over my brother.
See. Well, he's gonna use Cosmo Town.
Alright, so he can get back his Dark Lady. He might just be trying to draw more cards off of Cosmotown's second effect. Because Dark Lady doesn't really do anything. Actually, Dark Lady wouldn't be a bad play here. Could negate the effect of F-Zero. But it still can't destroy
Hmm.
F-Zero.
He needs a red Jackie.
Yeah, I don't know if he plays it.
Alright, so Dark Lady now in the field. Let's see what he attack it. And she has Fog Blade face down too, so
So Fog Blade's going to prevent him from negating the effect of F-Zero. Ooh, but he tags out. What's coming down?
oh, Forerunner. Ooh.
Defense. Putting a monster in defense against an F-Zero is probably the best thing you can do, because they can't change its battle position in the middle of the battle phase.
Alright, so Mad just banished another Phantom Knight.
I think that one's Ancient Cloak.
Kind of interesting build from both players, to be honest.
Yeah, it
Never really
feels.
played that much.
Yeah, it's definitely weird to see any kaijus coming out of either deck, and it's a little weird to not really see any Burning Abyss monsters from the Phantom Knight side here.
Will we see Dante? No, he's thinking.
Well, he needs a way
And
over
he's
that.
thinking.
There aren't a lot of cards he can use to get over that Forerunner.
So now he has Break Sword, and I'm guessing he's gonna. Yeah, he could just attack it, really. Either takes it.
Well, he could
No, he's
take it
gonna run
and
over
just.
it.
What did he attack with? I wasn't paying attention.
I said he might use Break Sword's ability, but it wouldn't make sense in this situation.
All right.
Alright, your brother's on the ropes now. See what happens. So far, so good. Yeah, ignore that
It's
background noise.
been a while since we heard any, so I was starting to think it wouldn't happen.
Same, he's my brother's a Twitch user.
All right.
Yeah, the dude has like 1,000 sheep following him.
I wouldn't call them sheep.
I mean, they pay him to play, so I don't know. I'm not really big on live streaming.
Well, I'd like to get to live streaming Yu-Gi-Oh at some point, but only so many people want to watch it live.
True, true. I mean,
What just happened in the game? I want to make sure we're on the same spot.
Cosmo Joe, Cosmo Town got destroyed, I think, by Break Sword.
All right.
Oh, Matt is now thinking what he's gonna do next.
Okay.
All
Did he
right.
did he search a card
Yeah.
off of the Cosmotown?
Oh yeah, Cosmo Joe.
Cosmojo? Okay.
Oh yeah,
All right. Yeah, I think my
but
video keeps winding up a little bit behind yours.
Matt just searched out the Phantom Knight Wing, and now he's gonna set it.
All right.
Yeah, he sets it. Oh man, those background noise so not good.
No worries. It wasn't that audible. I feel like he yelled a curse word, but I can't tell. All right.
This is not looking good for your brother.
Yeah, I feel like he's in a position where he should just give up. But I don't know. Usually I play a lot of decks where you can't really do that, so what just happened?
No clue. Your brother's still thinking. Whoa. Oh, he kaiju the utopic future. Okay.
That's actually the best kaiju to be on the field while the Forerunner's on the field, because he can just crash into it. And then he can get a lower level um, Cosmo monster. But it looks like he just ended his turn.
I don't think your brother can do anything at this point.
Oh, I thought he could just attack into the Radiant with the Forerunner, and then search another Cosmo monster. I think this might have been where that second straw man was a problem. Like he needed to be able to float into a second straw man, and I think he sided it out.
And here comes Break Sword's ability, killing Cosmo Joe. Yep.
Oh, he's going to use the Cosmojo. But what is he going to banish?
And now the Phantom Nightwing is activated.
Boosting the attack points of Radiant. Oh, that's why he didn't attack into the Radiant, because he wasn't going to be able to crash with it. Now Radiant has 3,300 attack points. He's going to banish a card from the field. What card will it be?
Wow.
Break Sword.
Fancy stuff.
Forerunner is going to let him special summon another monster.
So much waiting. So much waiting.
Yeah, that happens a lot. My brother's a very competitive player, so he makes a lot of effort to make sure he searches the right cards at the right time, so usually a lot of timing issues.
Nah, it's fine. I just go to locals. I'm not really big on going to regionals or YCS or all that
My brother hasn't played
other
in a
stuff.
regional in like 12 years, so
Holy crap.
yeah. And I've only played in one regional, but I topped it, and that was this last year in March. Then I
Oh,
then I went to Nats.
Infernoid, no?
Yeah, I ran Infernoids at Nats. Came in 312th place out of 2,339.
Holy crap, that's a lot.
Yeah, but it's not far enough to do anything. And we got another break sword. Does look like
Right?
Madman can just attack through the straw man with that Radiant. He'll deal more than enough damage to end the game. But he could just have a Cosmo monster in his hand that he can summon.
Right, you can use Break Sword's effect. Oh no, he doesn't. My bad. Yeah, if she's gonna run over Strawman.
Yeah, that should be it. I have asked all the players not to scoop in these duels to try and make it a little more exciting, but some people just do anyway. It does have something to tag into. Slip Rider. Now, Landwalker actually makes it so that he can choose which of his Cosmo monsters is destroyed, regardless of who's attacked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it can read. It can choose the when it says when a Cosmo monster would be destroyed. You can destroy one other Cosmo card instead. So now he's got two Slip Riders. Now I don't think he's going to make it long enough to do so, but he could actually. Oh, this is where the straw man came in. He wanted to summon a straw man off of this Slip Rider because it could revive the other Slip Rider, and then he can make a Cyber Dragon Infinity. But he apparently sided out the straw man because he goes into his deck now and comes out with I have no idea what. I don't remember what he comes out with, but he definitely didn't have another straw man.
Well, he came out with Tin Can.
Yeah, and that was a desperation play. I can't even think of what card he could search that would be useful.
Well, your brother needs desires now.
Yeah, it
if you can
always
draw it.
helps. Yeah, one card combos are always good. You can't really do too bad with a one card out for something. Oh, but Break Sword is going to pop the tin can, so... Oh, and it doesn't even destroy the Radiant. It's kind of like one of those Scrap Dragon Beals plays.
Oh yeah, the kaiju stays alive due to him activating
Yeah,
the Phantom Wing.
yeah, Wing protect them for a turn. Alright, so my brother scoops this one up. And I think the third duel is a little shorter, but this did run on for around 50 minutes. So I got about another 14 minutes left.
Oh really? Didn't even feel like 15 minutes. Didn't even feel like 50 minutes passed.
Oh, well, 50 hasn't gone by yet, but it should be 50 by the end of this. It was a pretty long match. It's probably one of the more competitive matches we've had so far on this series.
True. Well, let's see who's gonna go first.
Well, it's up to Jordan to decide who plays first. He is playing Cosmos, so he may want to go second, because he does play Kaijus. By going second, he gives himself the option to tribute his opponent's monsters for Kaijus. So I think he did elect to go second.
Right? Now. Oh, Card Trooper. Kinda interesting.
Yeah, Card Trooper is definitely a good card for this particular deck. It's kind of like having a Dante. Now in this
So
case,
Silent Boot goes to the graveyard and Rejeki also, I don't know about the first card.
I think
And he's probably gonna add Fogblade.
yeah,
Oh no. Oh no, I was wrong. It was Phantom Wing.
okay. Well, they're all kind of similar. It depends on whether he wants to protect his monster from effects or from battle or destruction. Because Fogblade doesn't protect you from destruction. It does protect you from being attacked. It prevents it, effects from being used.
Alright, so Tin Can's now on the field.
Let's see, what is he gonna do? Well, if he did search a Fogblade, that usually would imply that he has a Fogblade.
And your brother puts a card face down, which I'm guessing is possibly Cop Mojo? Maybe a Solemn?
Well, the Cosmo decks tend to play a lot of like Call of the Haunted and so on, because Tin Can fills the graveyard with the big ships. So by doing that, he can have a lot of options.
Mm. So he did have a Fogblade in his hand.
Yeah,
See what he does.
I assume he's going to put the Fog Blade on the Tin Can to prevent its effect from going off, but I don't think that can actually stop his effects.
We'll see.
Well, Tin Can's effect can activate in the end phase to get one of the three cards that are selected by its effect. And then it can banish itself as a cost to summon a Cosmo monster from his hand. So if he does that, he won't be on the field, so he won't be negated by Fogblade. So both effects will actually work. So I'm not sure if that Fogblade was really a useful thing to do. So he's paying 500. So he's going to show him three different Cosmo cards. But I think he
One
has
of
to...
them?
He
Oh,
chained his
sorry, continue.
effect. Yeah, he chained his effects, so he was actually banished from the field by cost. So he's actually no longer on the field, so the Fogblade went to the graveyard. And the search effect will also resolve. So that was a good play on Jordan's part.
So he summons Landwalker And I'm guessing he's gonna search out for Dark Destroyer and
Yeah,
I have
usually
no
Dark
idea what else.
Destroyer. Yeah, I'd assume Dark Destroyer, Forerunner, and probably Slip Rider.
Ah, there we go. That's the other one. Script writer. Mm, and Dark Destroyer ends up in the graveyard.
So he definitely didn't get the Dark Destroyer. So Slip Rider's in the
Right?
graveyard. So he probably has a Forerunner in his hand.
Right? Twin Twisters. Let's see what his face down were.
I would assume Cosmojo and a Call the Haunted, or Oasis of Dragon Souls, one or the other. Oasis of Dragon Souls. So which is kind of a Call of the Haunted for defense position monsters, but it makes them worms. So
Right?
yeah, Oasis would actually prevent him from doing something like making a Cyber Dragon Infinity.
Oh, Dark Hole. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we actually caught this, me and my brother together. We said this was a misplay, the Dark Hole. He shouldn't have played the Dark Hole. He should have played the Dark Hole, but he shouldn't have played it yet. Because he forgot to activate the effect of Card Trooper to mill 3 cards first.
Ah. Well, yeah, that does make sense. Well, here comes Slip Rider, so that other face down is gone.
Yeah, he might have desperately needed those 3 cards to go to the graveyard from his mill, so
Right? So it looks like Phantom Nightwing is now in the graveyard.
I don't remember if there are actually any Phantom Knights in the graveyard at the moment. But it is still Madman's turn, and he's got 2 cards in hand. Oh, there is at least one. He's got a cloak in the graveyard.
Hmm. Right?
So
So he banished another cloak.
cloak should get him. Cloak should be milling a card to the graveyard, I think. Oh no, it searches the monster to hand. So he's got Rugged Gloves now. Supper. Alright, so let's see. So we summon Rugged Gloves. And if he has a Silent Boots in hand, he'll be able to make an Xyz monster.
Oh, that depends if he even has an extra Phantom Knight in his hand, but
Well,
we'll see.
he needs one that can be special, so it should be Silent Boots, but it doesn't mean he has it. He's taking a long time on this decision. Ooh,
Oh,
oh,
Maxi.
I guess it was actually on Jordan to decide whether he wanted a Maxi or not.
And he doesn't take the bait.
Nope. Actually, he does. By
Oh,
playing that Gamma Seal, he does replace 1 card, so definitely didn't see that Kaiju coming. I don't know if it's really helpful to have given them the Kaiju, though.
personally, I would have just ended turn. Personally. But then again, I don't know how any of these decks run, so.
That's okay. Oh, he tributes the Gamma Seal for a Dark Lady. So now he can negate monster effects, and that deck consists of lots of monster effects.
Right? Will he activate his face down card?
Well, if he
Yep.
does, alright, so that's going to protect him from destruction once and give him 800 attack points.
So he just takes 400 points of damage.
He actually gets to keep the attack boost. Oh, no, he doesn't. I thought he did. Well, Dark Lady, because it is a pilot, psychic monster in the Cosmo deck, it can actually still banish itself to summon a larger Cosmo monster. So it's possible that he summons another Cosmo monster. Oh, but by going to main phase 2, he probably isn't. Let's see what Madman can do with only 2 cards. One on the field, one in his hand.
Oh, looks like Mad can't do anything at the moment.
There's always a possibility of that happening. Sometimes you can't do anything.
And so far this season A, we have yet to see a Nekroz monster.
Yeah.
Shame.
Oh, and he actually gives him a bigger monster. But just so he can give himself an even bigger monster. So Jizkuru's going to destroy Dogeron, and then I guess he'll just attack directly with Dark Lady.
I don't think Mad could win this. He long no face downs, one card in hand. Maybe he could banish his trap card to bring back his other monsters, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm not sure what card he could have. The only thing that I can see working in his favor is if Jordan actually banishes Dark Lady so that he can deal more damage. But then it would allow Madman to get away with a couple more monster effects, like if he top decked the Terror Top or something. Because the Terror Top will get negated now.
All right. Oh, Mad has 2 cards right now. Dark Lady's on the field.
He might just give up. I don't remember how the game ended exactly. If it were really a super exciting ending, I'm sure I'd remember. Like Gazan versus Draco's Demise, the end phase burn damage from a Red Eyes Flare Dragon. This I don't remember. He might just have nothing he can do.
Mm, yeah, I don't think could do anything at this point.
The recording seems to have a few more minutes on it, so
Just like a minute and a half left. We'll see what happens.
come on, Madman, do something cool. Show us something exciting.
Rajeki.
Oh, Raigeki would be really cool. That would be really cool. That would be the kind of thing I was talking about. Alright, so he decides to banish Fogblade from the graveyard to revive, I guess, Rugged Gloves.
And the end is phase. And
No, I guess he can
not
only
looking
defend.
good.
Well, he still has more Phantom Knight cards, so he could just keep playing defense, and because they're all different ones, he could still do it twice. Each one of them can only be used once per turn during either player's turn, so he can actually afford to take this hit.
Right? Kozmo Lady banishes itself. Forerunner. Think this is game.
No, he's got 2 defenses with the trap cards in the graveyard. He's got a sword.
Oh, that's right.
I guess he decides that it's not worth playing through with so few resources. But that was an interesting game. Some neat decks. I really wanted to see the Nekroz cards. I was really upset the moment I found out there were Nekroz cards in the deck, and then I just didn't get to see any.
Exactly. I was like, okay, you're playing Phantom Knight, Nekroz, but yeah, none of them appeared. Okay, have waited the point.
Well, there were only 3 Colossalists in the deck, so it's not like there were that many. But it would
mm,
have been really cool All right, so that's going to wrap this one up. If you guys enjoyed this duel, you can like the video, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'm going to link everybody involved's amino pages in the description box, and we'll see you guys next time.